Hello, all you seed addicts and seed lovers. I have a problem, and that is ordering too many seed. It's like when I go into the store and I think I'm only going to get one or two things. This is what happened when I wanted to just get two types of seed to make up for some of the things that I was missing for May and June planting. I have a problem. But let's use it as an educational experience for everyone. So we're going to go over what I got, and I'm just going to show you a few different things. One is to just let you know about this particular seed company, because I think it's really fun if you want to use Asian vegetables in your cooking, because sometimes it can be really tricky to get a hold of them. We're lucky I'm in Long Beach, California, and nearby there's Torrance and Los Angeles, which has a lot of Japanese grocery stores. So we can get some Japanese greens and some of these plants already started. But if you're not in that area, or if even with Japanese stores, a lot of what's here is not readily grown. And so if you want to get some more common veggies that are grown in Japan, you need to go ahead and then get the seed and then start them on your own. Now these are about $4, and then you have to pay for shipping to get them from the seed company. They also have some that you can get on Amazon, so I'll put some affiliate links and then also a link to the company that you can use to kind of get some of these. But I will warn you ahead of time that you might wind up buying more, because you do need to pay for the shipping, and then once they say you need to pay for the shipping, then you want to get more seeds. So that's how this happened. Probably I wanted to get the deal on shipping, and then I wound up buying more than I probably can handle. So I'm probably going to share some of the seed through a membership where we can kind of support each other, plant a few things. I know I've already kind of overdone it, because I figured, oh, I'll just plant a pinch of seed, and now I have way too many seed to kind of handle in terms of transplanting. But we'll see how this goes. I think that some of these are going to be fun just to learn about. So I think I've already won in terms of, even though I spent a ton of money on the seed, that at least I learned about different varieties and are a little bit more aware of what types of seed are available. So let me go over a couple of these. Oh, and I also want to thank Rio, who I work with. And I asked him, because he is from Japan, grew up there, and I asked him what was he missing the most. And there were a couple of things that I got because of his recommendations. So one of them is Komatsuna mustard. And this is something that he said that he's only found once in a grocery store here, and that it's something that when you cook it up, it just is reminiscent of what he's used to having in Japan. So I can't wait to try these out. It is about 30 to 50 days to maturity, so I'm hoping that I can at least grow it to the point that I can give him a little bit before he leaves, because he's got a new job coming. And then the other thing that he mentioned was Tenderbell. This was something that was he knew the name in Japanese, but he wasn't sure what it was in English, and we had trouble finding it initially on the website. He was looking for it because it has a very thin skin, and that means that it's, kind of tender throughout, and you can cook it up. So I really want to try this one. Unfortunately, this is a longer to maturity seed, so 60 to 70 days. And I did want to show you how much seed is in these. Sometimes it's hard to know exactly how much you're going to get. And the Komatsuna, when you get it, it has just so many seeds. So that's not even all of it. If you can see that. Let me see if I can. That's a ton of seed. So this is something definitely, even if I just sent like 7 seed, 20 seed, something like that, I think that that would be more than enough to try to decide if you like this, because that's a lot of seed, 3 grams. And to try a few of these, that's kind of hard. So I think that a little sampling would be something that'd be fun to try out. Tenderbell also had a lot. This is just a half a gram, but you'll see that there is a lot of seed there. More plants than probably I can handle. I don't know how many peppers we're going to get out of those. So that's something just to learn and figure out. Now, of course, if I'm going to get something Japanese, I'm going to get soybeans. And these were soybeans that I was not used to seeing before. So these are, let's see, This is just a regular soybean, but you can see that they're kind of brown. Not a lot of seed. So even though this is 7 grams, it's just a little bit. So this one's going to be hard to kind of share unless someone's up for just taking a couple of seed to try it out. And then there's the black soybeans. So I'm not used to seeing black ones. So let's see what they look like. Beautiful seed. I mean, they're kind of bluish and round, and these germinated really well. So I've already germinated them and then put them into 4-inch pots. Here's some jicama. So at first I hesitated to get this. I had seen it on some other websites, but since I was trying to make the most of the shipping, I figured I'd try it out. Now the reason why I didn't want to get jicama was because there's a lot of grocery stores in Los Angeles that are, also in Long Beach, where you can get jicama, and so trying to get something that's readily available was probably not something that I thought was going to be super useful, but I figured this is something that I can try and learn about the actual plant because I'm not used to seeing what the jicama plant looks like. So this will be educational. And the seed were really interesting. So the seed are varied in color and then also size. So that was something that was very interesting. Already kind of learned about that. And jicama is something that you can use in terms of a replacement for chestnuts, which are hard to grow. Then I got another long bean. Figured I might as well get one Japanese version. This had a lot of seed too. So this was a 7-gram packet. So it looks like the larger beans or seed wind up coming in 7-gram envelopes. Please excuse Frosty in the background. So that germinated really well. And then just because we went over the other pepper that I got, I have a lot of different kind of South American type of peppers. So I wound up just getting one other pepper here that I could save some seed from just to see what it looks like and tastes like. But a good amount of seed. So again, something that can be shared with other people. And then let's go over some of these others. So really fast shogun globe. So this is going to be a radish. It's going to be giant, 3 grams package. Oh, and this is the thing that I didn't like about these envelopes. Is they're the kind that you just wet and then the glue kind of keeps them closed. But some of these opened really easily, and you could see some of these, it's just really hard to open up. And then there's no way to really close it easily. So maybe a little bit of rubber cement, or I'm going to probably use some washi tape. This had a ton of seed. Not a huge amount, but still more than enough for my garden. So here we go. So that's going to be a 3-gram packet. So it looks like a lot of these come in 3 grams or half a gram or 7 grams. 3 grams again. This one I'm not going to open right now. So Nira, giant radish. I got a Japanese red turnip. Got an extra long loofah, just because I haven't seen these before. Again, hard to open. But these are interesting looking seed if you haven't seen loofah seed before. This was new to me. They're flat. They're still germinating. It's been a few days now. I'm hoping they're going to germinate. I kind of accidentally let them dry out a tiny bit though for half a day, so hopefully I didn't mess that up, but we have more seed in case I did. Then we have Japanese turnip, samurai red carrot. So these looked really beautiful. The other thing that Rio told me about was that Kyoto and then also Tokyo have different types of vegetables that they wind up growing, and so I thought that was really interesting to try to find out what are the Kyoto types of seed. And I think what I can do is do that as a separate video. And also there's a lot of information on the back of these packets, and if you are interested in just listening to what each of these varieties are supposed to be like in terms of their description here, their cultivation, culinary tips, I go over that on the podcasts. And what I do is I just read off of what's on the back of the package or whatever they have on their website. And that can be a way to just kind of, slowly learn about different types of vegetables. Something that I found out about onions is, at least for chives, that they are not long-lived in terms of the seed. You need to really plant those right away. So I'm going to make sure that these get planted. They sprouted really, really well. So again, there's Tokyo versus Kyoto versions of these different vegetables. And so this particular one, of course, Tokyo. And then this had a ton of seed. Again, something that if you're interested in, oh my goodness, let me just show you how much seed is in this. This is 3 grams. Oh my gosh, look at this. It's a pile. Can you see that? It is a pile of seed. And that's going to be fun. All onions, alliums are fun to kind of grow to seed because they make that kind of puffball of seed head. Here is broadleaf Nira. It's a Chinese leek. This one also, I think, has a ton of seed. Again, it seems like most of the seed come in like 3-gram packets. Look how beautiful those seed are. There we go. And I think once I get the, set up for emailing out, you'll be able to see these different ones. And then you can probably ask me for whichever ones you want to try out. So here we go, flowering Chinese leek. Again, a ton of seed. Now this was interesting. I did not know that you could get split or whole cilantro. So this has worked out really great. I have always had trouble germinating and sprouting cilantro, and this just was perfect. It almost seemed like everything sprouted. I did get something else just as FYI. I got this other one from Southern Seed Exchange, so I think that this one also germinates really well. And I think that I have more than enough to add to little seed deliveries if you want to get some of this. Because I have this other one from Southern Seed Exchange. I mean, look at this. There's so much here. This is ridiculous. This is 114 grams. I don't know why I ordered this, to be honest. I think it was because I wanted to send it out to people. Anywho. Let's just finish up the rest of these so you can see what's there. These different squashes might be a little bit harder to send out to people. But I think if you ask, just let me know and I could send it out. What I'm probably going to do is just put them in a couple. Oh yeah, there's hardly any seed here. So this is 2 grams. Look at that, just a few. I'm probably going to wait till I make sure that I have some plants growing okay before I send these out. Then we have another squash. Also, I guess the squashes come in 2 grams. This has more, so interested in that one. Winter squash. Again, you can go to the podcast. I'll try to read these all out later today so that you can see. The mustards have a ton of seeds, so I don't think we need to show that one again. This is mustard salad leaf, Wasabina. It just sounds like wasabi, so that'd be interesting. Hopefully it's spicy. Chinese kale, just because I love Chinese broccoli. So it says broccoli hybrid, early Jade. So I guess I got one more hybrid, which is this one. Let's see how that tastes. I just love all kinds of broccoli tasting things. Now this looks so pretty. It's called mustard. Oh, sorry. It is a mustard called Rat Heart. I'm not going to try to pronounce that. It looks just beautiful. And then probably the heart in the center will be fun to kind of see how these leaves taste. The big ones and then the smaller ones in the center. Now this just looked kind of cute. Miniature gourd. Let's see. I think I tried to get these to grow. Oh yeah, this is the one that I let dry out with the loofah. Very interesting looking seed. So I think this would be fun for just little craft projects. because they look so cute, at least online. And then this is a winter squash. So some of these I didn't open yet. So I've got a lot to still start. I just wanted to wait a week because I was getting a little overwhelmed by all the seed, as you can probably imagine. And this is a saltwort. Now this was interesting because then I started reading. This is something that needs to be pre-chilled. So I'm glad that I went through and reread everything, because I wouldn't have wanted to accidentally plant this without pre-chilling it. So that means cold stratification. Then I wanted a butterhead lettuce because I didn't have one. So Okayama salad. We'll see how that tastes. A red vein sorrel. So you can get this almost anywhere. So not something specific to Japanese greens. One more squash here. So this is going to be a kobacha. I actually don't know what the difference is between this one and what you would get in the grocery store. So I think that that'll be an interesting kind of comparison. So blue curry. And then I got some others here. So another mustard, Osaka purple. I think it's just fun to have different types of purple mustards in the garden, just for kind of, curb appeal. I'm not sure why I got this mustard. Let's see. I can't imagine it. But it does say 20 to 25 days for baby leaves. So that's kind of interesting to see how that might taste. Because that's a pretty fast type of crop to get. So if you're just trying to get started and you want something in terms of a fast kind of win, it's always good to get these kind of fast growing things that you can eat as baby leaves or as sprouts, kind of like black oil sunflower seeds. Those are really great for sprouting because then you can eat them in a week. Another eggplant that I've gotten on top of all the other ones I have. A Thai purple round one. And then this one is the unusual one. I have no idea what this is. Poha berry, which is a gooseberry. So very small seeds. So it came in a 0.1 grams. I guess, let me show you what this looks like because they are so tiny. Nothing is sprouted yet. Holy smokes, they went everywhere. So that's just about half the seed. So if you're up for trying to grow something this small, let me know. I'll put some information below on how you can sign up for the email list, and you can email me. Let me know what you might want me to send you. I'll probably send initial packets of like 4 different seeds, maybe 5 different seeds as an intro packet, because I can also send you, just so you know, I got some zinnia. So if you want zinnias, I got a white zinnia and an orange zinnia. So I've got lots of that I could also send in the packets. All right, I hope you have a great day. I have lots of work to do, and I'm going to put together the podcast so that you guys can just hear what each of these is. Have a great day. Bye.